All right, should we get started? All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and kick off this call just by saying thank you to those of you that are here, and thank you to everybody that comes and watches the replay later on. I really appreciate your time tonight. My name's Heather Albright. I am a mom of two. I'm a personal trainer, running coach, Coast Guard wife, and I've been building a business with Isogenics for not quite 3 years yet, and just a happy product user the entire time. I don't want to give too much away just yet, because I will talk a little bit more about my story when we get to it. But first I want to go ahead and figure out how to share my screen. Let me see how, and I might have to have you unmute and remind me how to do that.
Same thing on the bottom tab, there's the share button.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, is that good? You see my slideshow now? Right on. Okay. So Anna, you're gonna start us off, right? Okay.
So welcome everyone to the call. We're going to talk about Isogenics today. That's why we are here, and it's something that I'm also very passionate about. Heather, I think you might have to control the slides.
Okay.
So I'll give you a bit of a background about how I got involved with Isogenics. I've actually been with the company, this will be my 9th year. I started in June 2010. And I'll get a little bit more into my story, but I've just been with the company for a long time. I've seen it evolve over the years, which has been really exciting. But we'll talk a little bit about why. Actually, one of the reasons I got involved with the company was because of who they are. So Kathy Kruber, pictured here on the screen, she is one of the co-founders and executive vice president. She was a former dental hygienist, but also a brilliant person within the network marketing industry. For herself, she got to the top of a lot of different network marketing companies, but was never really happy with how the companies treated their associates, how they treated their business builders. And so she ended up getting together alongside her husband and one of the other founders, John Anderson, who was the product formulator. And together they pretty much all came out of retirement to build this company because they loved the industry of network marketing. They knew that there was a need for people to change their health, and they also knew that there were products out in different stores, like in GNC and different places, where they were compromising the ingredients of the products and altering them simply for a cost point or a price point. So they also understood at the same time that there was a need for people to be able to earn another source of income for whatever reason. And so they designed a compensation plan. They designed a product system that was no compromise and that really had a lot of integrity with it. And that's something that, you know, as a healthcare professional, as a mom, as an athlete, all of these things was really, really important to me. And you can kind of read through this or look at it later, but the integrity of this company was something that really drew me in from the get-go, because I'm pretty analytical and I can be pretty skeptical on a lot of different things. And it was really important to me that if I was going to align myself with the company, if I was going to come as a nurse and put my health and my family's health on the line, that I really wanted to make sure that it was something that was worthwhile. And so we'll just go to the next one. And so why most of you are on the call and what we're, the people who are listening to this later, my question to you is, are you living your ideal life? Some of you I know on this call, many of you I don't. But if you look at where you are right now, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom. Maybe you're eating off your kids' plates. You don't have the energy to really keep up with them. You're arguing with your spouse back and forth. You're not getting great sleep. You're just not feeling as good as you can in your body, and you need something to change. Or maybe you're a teacher and you love your job. Maybe you're a healthcare professional and you love your job, but you don't have time during the day to eat properly. 3 o'clock in the afternoon hits and your stress is, up past anything that you can tolerate, and you just not being able to be the teacher, the professional, the coach, whatever it is that you really, really want to be, and something's giving. And so all of these times, typically your own self-care has taken a back seat. And on top of that, are you really excited about where your financial situation's at? Are you excited about how much money you have in the bank? Are you excited about, the trips you get to go on? Are you excited about that? So when you look at your health, where you are in your career, where you are in your relationships, where are you in your finances, are you living your ideal life? And if your answer is yes, awesome. And if your answer is no, and you could tweak some things, then I'm really excited to share what we have with you, because I know, speaking from experience, that that's going to be something that we're going to be able to do. So a little bit about my story. I could just get Heather to go. I came into Isogenics, like I said, probably like in 2010. And I at the time wasn't really looking for a weight loss situation. I at the time was recently divorced and a single mom of 2 kids, working full time as a nurse. And I knew from my healthcare background, from being an athlete, from all of those things, what good nutrition meant, all of the things that I needed to do, but I wasn't able to do them. And my stress was something that I just wasn't able to manage properly. And a lot of things were suffering. I wasn't happy. I was losing my temper. I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do. And I had reached out to my friend Janie, who had been with Isogenics for over a year. She was somebody that I really, really trusted. She went to nursing school with me. Her husband's a chiropractor. They have a wellness clinic. And I knew that if she had, tried this and was loving it, that I could really, really trust her. And I just reached out to her and said, I want to try this cleanse system that you keep talking about. And I took the products. I loved how I felt. I never in a million years thought that I would feel such a transformation and see such a transformation in such a short period of time. And my intention in the beginning was simply to do that first 30-day program, that first 9-day program I did, and to be done with it. But what I found was I felt better, my energy was better, my mood was better, my physique was changing, and everything started to get better when I was putting really, really good nutrition in my body. And so from that point on, I literally stayed on the products, with the exception of 1 month, I think that summer, and I've been on them every month since then. And it's since then been able to help me transition actually out of my nursing career, and I do this now because I love it so much. But we'll keep going forward.
Okay, so I guess with that, I'll go ahead and share how I got started, or why I got started. You can see my photo here. Before I started Isogenics, I had recently gained about 10 to 12 pounds when we moved out here from Alaska. And this really made me mad because, I was working out a lot. I was teaching group fitness in Alaska until I stopped and we moved out here. But I was still lifting weights 3 times a week. I was running 30 to 40 miles a week. I was really eating clean. I was meal prepping. I know how to do all this stuff, and I think maybe just stress of the move, or I don't know, summertime. But we got out here to Washington, D.C. after moving from Alaska, and I got back into the rhythm of my stuff. I was working out. I was doing my thing. I was trying to get my diet back in shape, and I still had like these 10 pounds. It was really bugging me. And so Christy Nix is a good friend now, but at the time we weren't close friends. I knew her from her online, much like many of you. And she had called me and said, Heather, I think you should take a look at this. I think it'd be something amazing for all your group fitness people in Alaska. I had a small group fitness business in Homer that I had started up and had to leave because it wasn't, something that could move with me. And so I heard her, and at that time I was frustrated that I hadn't managed to lose those 10 pounds that were really bugging me at this point. And I was looking for more. I was looking for something else in my life. I'm a military spouse, Coast Guard spouse. So every 3 years we pick up and move, and my husband goes back to his job. He gets right into his career, and my kids get into school. And I've been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, and I never really had a career. I didn't know what I wanted to go back to, but I knew I needed something because I never really, I always, as a little girl, like I pictured myself wearing business clothes and running the show and being the boss. And I didn't really know what that looked like as I would get older, but I knew that at this point my kids are in school and I was ready for something more. So I said yes to the products because I had some weight to lose. I'm like, okay, I'll put these to the test. Let's see what happens. They seem to be working amazing for Christy and all the people I'm following, and she's helping. So, what have I got to lose? I'm going to try these products. But I think deep down in my heart, I was interested in a business that could move with me, something I wouldn't have to start over every 3 years. So I went to work, and I didn't really change anything. I'll say I still work out, I still run, but I was doing all that before. But enter intermittent fasting and cleansing, which I hadn't done any research on that. I just said, here's my credit card, send me the box, and I'll do whatever you tell me to do. And I was blown away. Within 2 weeks, my stomach was feeling leaner than I ever had seen it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to tell people about this. And here I am, almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in September later, and still feeling like a product of the product. Like a couple shakes a day and throwing in a cleanse day every now and then helps me maintain in a way that it feels simple. It's not that hard for me. And then all of our other products that I use for my fitness and for running and stuff, it's just a no-brainer. For me, it was all of these products that I was already buying anyway on Amazon or GNC or wherever, and I didn't really know what kind of quality I was getting. And I'm not one to really study labels, to be honest. I should, but I just never did. So this just makes it easy for me to know that anything Isagenix is putting out there is a top quality product that I don't have to go do the research because it's already been done, and I can feel comfortable with that. So that's how I got started with Isagenix. I'm going to go ahead and keep moving here. So over 69% of adults in North America are considered at least overweight, which is shocking. That's 7 out of 10 people almost. So I don't think that's a surprise to anybody that we have an issue in our country that needs to be dealt with. The fitness industry is worth over $83 billion from gyms alone. That's an insane amount of money. I know, working as a personal trainer in the gym, some of my clients, and I'm a young personal trainer, but $450 a month was pretty typical for what someone would pay to see me just twice a week for like 50-minute sessions. And that to me just felt like, oh my gosh, if I could just get them to put this money and fix their nutrition, their results would be so much better, and then let's work out, and then let's come in and get the exercise going. But I just knew, the fitness industry, and so much of this is on gym memberships that people aren't even using, right? So nutrition is where it starts, I think is the most important part. And then we have the global anti-aging market, which is expected to reach $331.4 billion by 2021. Again, another insane amount of money. So when you think about all of these things and imagine a business that converges all of these trends, which is where so many people are spending their money on. They need to be healthier and they need better fitness. And then, anti-aging products are not going anywhere anytime soon. And that's what we have here at Isagenix, which is amazing because we're able to help so many people in different aspects of their lives. Anna kind of touched on this already. The integrity of this company and the vision to impact world health, it really, that gives me goosebumps. When you hear Jim and Kathy Coover talk and Eric Coover talk at some of these events on their mission of becoming the largest global health and wellness company in the world, it just kind of it excites you because I know they're going to do it. And I know that we're here and we're such just so passionate about the products and the culture and everything that it's just fun. It's cool to be a part of. Anna mentioned this already, but how John Anderson got started and that he was somebody who formulated a ton of products for a ton of different companies. And he really got tired of people stripping his products down to, to have a better bottom dollar, right? A better bottom line. And so his best product yet, the one that it was kind of his baby. He wanted to make sure, he kind of held on to that one himself and wanted to make sure that it was really released in its pure form. And that's, where he got together with the Coovers to start Isagenix. Make sure I covered all of that. And so here at Isagenix, not only do we have solutions for weight wellness, but also performance in the gym, vitality and well-being. So this is, energy and sleeping better, and lots of targeted health solutions, personal care and beauty, and then financial wellness, which is a huge part of what makes Isagenix so great, is that it provides opportunity for people like me and Anna who are looking for something else to do from home, to create an incredible income helping people get healthy, which is, for a lot of us, something we were already passionate about in the first place. All right, Anna, I'll go ahead and let you share about the products. Just tell me when you want to.
Mm-hmm. So I get really excited talking about the products because I have a nursing background. I love health and science. And when I took my first products for the first time, I didn't understand what was happening in my body, and I didn't understand why I was feeling so good. And so when I started doing the research even more and started listening to some of the speakers talk about the products, this is where I really get excited, because it is so based in science and so based in how our body works as a system, not in isolation. That's where the beauty and the magic of the system really, really happens. So I'm going to speak just to our core products. Isagenix offers a lot of different products in its on your online store. But the first core product, and one of the things that we are, most known for, is what's called our Cleanse for Life. Depending on what country you're in, they call it a little bit of a different name, but it's called Nourish for Life over in the UK. But the Cleanse for Life is a drink that has different antioxidants, different herbs in it, and it is a drink that helps your liver naturally detoxify. So our liver is the organ that already detoxifies our system. That's what its purpose is. And because our bodies are typically overwhelmed with toxins, so it does its job, but it actually needs more help, this is a drink that helps naturally detoxify the liver and give it the nourishment that it needs to really, really do its job even better. It tastes really good. You can drink it cold. You can drink it as a tea. You can dilute it. You can drink it straight. It's a great way to naturally detoxify your liver. And when we detoxify our liver and we detoxify our bodies, everything starts to work better. The body is designed to do certain things, but when it's kind of clogged down with inflammation or toxins, it really can't do what it's meant to do. So adding this into your day when you're doing intermittent fasting further supports your liver and helps your body do what it's meant to do. And then the next one are the isolene shakes, and we have the basic one is the one that's 24 grams of protein. The really, really important thing to know about this when we look at the meal replacement shakes is most of our diets are lacking protein. We're lacking, healthy carbs, healthy fats, and we're lacking fiber in our diets. And these meal replacement shakes are amazingly designed to have all those macronutrients in it in ratios that our body really, really needs. So it's got protein, carbohydrates, fats, and fiber, typically in combinations that are going to make our bodies function. They're going to give us the protein that are the building blocks for pretty much every function that our body does. The carbohydrates give us energy that we need. The healthy fats keep our hormones happy. They keep us fuller longer. And same with fiber. Fiber is super important for not only keeping you fuller longer, but also for your colon and your intestines to make sure everything's working properly. The reason people will often say, if I start on these shakes, do I have to be on them for the rest of my life? And I'm like, well, you could go off them, but most of the time it is super, super hard to put all those nutrients in a meal on your own. So you're also getting the vitamins and minerals, and it's a complete meal replacement at a calorie count that is not going to overwhelm you, and it's good, but it's still going to keep you full and give your body what it needs to function. Other really things that it doesn't have in it that's important is that they're gluten-free, free of anything artificial. free of artificial sweeteners. I'm not a fan of those because they really actually upset your digestive tract and your flora down there. So nothing artificial in there, and the protein is undenatured, which means it's really in its purest form. The next core product, let's go ahead and switch, is this one. It's called the Ionic Supreme, and it is hands down one of my most favorite products. And if you ask anybody who's tried the system, it's one of their most favorite products too. And the reason it is so incredible and so life-changing is it because it actually adjusts the cortisol, helps you balance cortisol in your body. And cortisol is our stress hormone. And cortisol, when it's elevated at a continuous level, is something that's often responsible for us holding on to that visceral fat that's around our organs and around our belly. So typically people who are constantly stressed or when their cortisol level is out of whack, when they implement this product into their daily routine, your body starts to balance out in terms of stress. Your cortisol goes into the rhythm that it's supposed to, and the visceral fat, or that kind of belly fat that we often hold on to, starts to disappear. It's an incredible thing. It's got what they call adaptogens in it. So they've taken all of these natural herbs and ingredients from around the world, ingredients from plants and herbs that normally in the environment they should die, but they don't, because they're that powerful. They've been able to adapt to their surroundings. And so when we ingest them, it helps our bodies do the same thing. It helps us adjust to stress. And this can be stress, it's not necessarily just stress that we're taking on that can be considered bad. Stress is happening to us all the time. So even if it's after a workout, when you implement Ionics post-workout, it helps your body adjust better and get back to where it should be. So it's an incredible, incredible product. And then our other core products, so we call it the complete essentials. And there's some that are designed for men, and then there are some that are designed for women. And the way I like to look at this is that these are pretty much everything else that fills in the gap for everything else that you're eating. So it's got your omegas, it's got all your vitamin C, all your multivitamin, your resveratrol, everything for great heart health. And it just really fills in the gap. What people notice most when they take the vitamins is that their nails get stronger, their hair gets more full, everything just starts to feel more vibrant, and your energy feels better. So it's a great way to just kind of tie it all together and put all the pieces of the puzzle together. And then the last product is pretty much, it's very exclusive to Isagenix, and it's called Isogenesis. And what is really, really incredible about this product is that as we age, we have these things called telomeres, and at the end, as we age, these things start to disappear. And as we age, when they're gone, we actually die, just the way the life goes. And the Isogenesis helps to I totally just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry on that one. What it does is it takes away the stress from the telomeres so that we can not necessarily live longer, but we're not going to like quicken our, I totally apologize, you guys. Happens to everybody.
I love how they talk about them being like the end caps of shoestrings.
Thank you.
Yeah. And like they keep your shoestrings from unraveling. So these support those, what are they called? I can't remember either.
Telomeres. Yeah. And I'm a science expert. Anyway, super, super important.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to talk about this one?
Yep, you can go.
Okay. And then we have, other targeted solutions. So things to help people with snacking, because I think probably one of the other questions that I get all the time is like, okay, Heather, I got it, 2 shakes a day, and that covers 2 of my meals. What do I do for snacks? And, I'm busy, I'm on the go. Like, what am I supposed to do? Chop up, vegetables, veggie sticks and stuff like that. And I'm always like, well, yes, that'd be great if you will do that. But if not, Isagenix has some amazing snacks like our whey thins and our bars, our Isodelight chocolates, which really help for people with sweet tooth, and they can be a lifesaver on cleanse days because you can have a couple on your cleanse days. Our shake boosters for immunity and heart health. I know for me, with having kids in school, when that time of year comes around where all the kids at school are sick, I'm dumping that immune booster in my shake and my kids' shakes. Heart booster is great for people that, if you have people in your life that deal with heart issues, cardiovascular problems and stuff. Brain and sleep support, joint and pain relief. Our e-shots are amazing. Those are such a fantastic little natural burst of energy using natural caffeine. Again, nothing artificial, no artificial sweeteners. So they don't give you the crash. They don't make you jittery. It's just a really nice, clean energy boost. And then our amped line is probably one of my favorite lines, and that's our performance line. So it's your pre-workout, your mid-workout, your post-workout recovery, protein bars to support your workouts, Nox. We have a whole array of products that might fit into your lifestyle depending on what kind of things that you get into. And I'm going to let you do the next two.
So the Essence is our essential oil line. And again, another great resource that they've brought into our product line from Nature. Nature has amazing things that help us naturally, help with being calm, help with muscle, just things, again, that in nature that help with our wellness needs. So we have the basic ones like lemon, peppermint, lavender, with you that you can apply or just to help combat illnesses. Content oil is one of my favorites. It's a natural oil that you can either diffuse or you can add into water, and it helps with being hangry. So it's got the oils in it that help keep your stomach feeling good. And then Tumbliss is another one that we have that helps with digestion. So a great addition to what you're already taking, and then also just making your house more holistic and more well feeling. And the next product I get really, really excited about. We don't have it here yet in Canada, but it's our IsaBiome. So the probiotics and the digestive enzymes. There is so much research out there about gut health, having really, really good gut flora, being able to digest the food that you're eating has a significant impact on how we feel, how different hormones are created in our body, and how we're able to metabolize everything. So Isagenix has just launched this new system. It is incredible. I've noticed a huge difference just in terms of my belly feeling flatter, being able to digest foods even better, and feeling less bloated with certain things that I wasn't able to eat before. So it's been a great addition into your regime. I love that product.
Loving the probiotics.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is our Isa Body Challenge. And I love that Isagenix puts this together for people because it's such a awesome accountability tool that we have to offer our customers. Because where else do you have the opportunity to get paid for getting after your goals, right? So you can do up to 3 of these challenges. They're 16 weeks long per year. And every time you complete a challenge, Isagenix gives you $200 of a product coupon back and a t-shirt and a certificate of completion. So you can earn up to $600 a year. Or if you're like me and my husband or Anna and Craig, and you're both doing 3 a year, that's $1,200 of free food coming into your house just for saying, yes, I'm going to go for it 16 weeks at a time. I'm going to submit my before pictures and I'm going to submit my after pictures and I'm going to do the best I can in between and I'm going to get paid for it. How amazing is that? So I love that Isagenix does that. And then that's just the starter. Like that's where everybody gets that when you complete a challenge. But then of course it is a challenge and they do have prizes for people that are IsaBody finalists and winners. You know, you can earn up to $25,000 for the grand prize winner, and you get a trip and all that. So it's really cool. And every time we go to events, you bump into these people who are winning these things, and you get to hear their story, and you just realize like they're just normal people. I always looked at pictures like this and thought, oh, those are just I don't know, marketing people. They're not real, they're models or something. But when you're meeting these people and you're hearing their story, it makes me look at every single client that I have coming in, or customers, and just go, why not you? You know, why not you? Just say yes, get started, and see what happens. I love IsoBody Challenge. And I love that Isagenix is backed by scientific research. Like I mentioned, I'm not really one to fact check and read all the labels and, you know, scrutinize every single ingredient. And I don't have to do that here because Isagenix only sources the best ingredients, and they pay for third-party testing and incredible scientific research studies that guarantee our results. So with Isagenix, compared to a heart-healthy diet that doctors recommend, the studies shown that people on Isagenix lost 56% more weight, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat loss, which is incredibly awesome. And you can find out more information about those studies if you'd like. Anybody can get those to you if you reach out to us on Facebook or Messenger. How does Isagenix fit into your life? Pretty simple. Use the products, share the products with people, and if you're interested, there's an income potential here for people that want it. It's not for everybody, but it is a really amazing, you know, addition to my life. It's definitely been something that's blessed our life the last couple of years. And even if that's not for you, we have so many lifelong customers who are just here for the products. You don't have to build a business. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it if you don't want to. If that's your cup of tea, you know, we all love and support you. However, you need to be loved and supported through your personal journey. So, and really, we're just here to show you that you can live your ideal life. So that's feeling better than you ever have, sleeping better than you ever have, vibrant energy, you know, being able to play with your kids and, you know, not need nana naps in the afternoon, right? And just having that healthy, strong body that you know that you can have, but it's just been hard and confusing. And I'm not going to say that this doesn't take work, but if that's, you know, it's simple. It's a simple plan that anybody can follow. And when you're ready, if it's your time and you're just, you know, you're ready, you can do it. It's simple. And it's something that you can take with you for the long term. It's not something that you need to like, okay, I can only handle this for 30 days. Those of us that have been doing this a long time, we feel amazing because we're still putting these products in our body as part of our diet and our just lifestyle balance for years. So, I think that what's important and that I hear people saying all the time is, you know, I didn't really know that I didn't feel as amazing as I could until I got on Isagenix. And then that's when you realize like, oh my gosh. I know that was for me because I'm not sure how long I was on Isagenix before I realized that I hadn't had to have an afternoon nap in a long time. And I always thought my naps were normal because I work out so much and run so much and I was just tired. Turns out that's not normal. I don't need naps anymore and I still work out and run a lot. So I love that. And if not now, when? So just think for a second, you know, what are you currently spending? What are your food habits? What do you spend on breakfast? You know, what are you doing for lunch? How about snacks throughout the day? What about beverages at convenience stores? What about coffee shops? Are you eating out for dinner? And when you really take a minute to think about what your days look like and think about where your dollars are going, and you kind of get an idea of how much money that you're spending, I think that's important because then you can kind of figure out like how this fits into your budget, because really it's a new concept, or it's, I don't know, not a new concept, but for some people it's a little bit of a sticker shock when you realize you're going to buy a bunch of groceries up front at one time. But for me, I've really found that our grocery budget has, I don't know if it's been cut in half, but it's gone down drastically. And really taking a look at what your spending habits are, it kind of puts this into perspective. But that being said, we have packs for any budget. We start at $20 a day, $15 a day, or even a basic pack at $10 a day, which is just, even at $10 a day, still going to cover your 2 meals a day for a month, plus all your cleansing material or products that you need, your ionics and your support products. And then like the value pack is what I would definitely recommend getting started with, because it comes with everything in the basic pack, plus a whole bunch of your snack options covered, so you're taken care of there, plus the vitamins that Anna talked about, greens, and free blender and free membership. Oh, and our Ice of Delight chocolate. So good. So much value in the value pack, and to really like best set you up for success. But really take a look at your budget and see which one fits for you. And on that note, we have free membership right now. It's normally $29 for a year, which gets you discount 25% off pricing for a year. But right now that's free until April 21st with an enrollment of at least $149. So that's usually not hard to do. Even the basic pack will cover that. And then free membership and free shipping for orders starting at $300 US or $333 in Canada. So that's exciting. Free membership is great. And then lastly, I just wanted to leave you with a couple pictures of some of our team's transformations. I love the community that we have built here in our Team Total Impact. It's so awesome to look at all of these people whose lives have changed. I'm looking at my mom here on the screen. I'm looking at my sister here on the screen. I'm looking at some great friends that I've made through this company. And just knowing that, you know, if I hadn't had said yes and then started telling people like, hey, you need to do this, there's a lot of people that would maybe not be in the amazing spot in their life that they are now. So I just encourage people to give it a try. What do you have to lose? And then help other people. Pay it forward. You know, I think that's the best advice I can give, is to don't keep it to yourself, pay it forward. And this is just a picture of our team, our awesome team in Phoenix together at NYKO. And it's just a small amount of us that could make it to Phoenix. But I think it's important that you know that unlike when you go to a big nutrition store or buy off of Amazon and you get your products and you're like, good luck with that protein powder, good luck. When you buy through Isagenix, you get all of us in your back pocket, and the constant support in the online community is incredible, you know? And so if you're willing to lean into that and hold yourself accountable because you're ready for a change, I think you're gonna find that this is a great fit for you. Anything else to add, Anna?
No, I think you did a great job.
I'm going to stop share because I don't know if there were questions that popped up. Oh, yeah, awesome. So you guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. If Isagenix is something that you would like to get started with and you know, and give it a go, reach back out to the person who invited you to this call tonight, and they can help set you up with your own wholesale account at free membership right now until the 21st, which is super awesome, and possibly free shipping as well. And then we've got a couple of challenges coming up. Let's see, is it next Monday already? Is the 22nd, is our Legit Fit Challenge, which is super fun. Valerie and Christy put together some great workouts that I know are gonna get you. But so those are free for all our customers who are wanting to get started on the system. And if the fitness thing is not for you, if you're not into lifting weights, if you're not into, like, you just not ready for that yet, we also have another challenge starting on the 29th called Body Beautiful, where you'll have a different support group, just everybody leaning in, using the products together, that's not so fitness oriented, but just really focusing on nutrition and body love and support. And am I right on that, Anna? Okay, so 2 challenges coming up: free membership and free shipping. And then next Monday night, same time, same Zoom link, I'm actually going to do another call. This one will be a little bit different, though. I'm going to tell people how you can earn some income back from Isagenix if you are sharing with friends and family. So, you know, you can earn up to $900 back on your system pretty quickly, just by helping a few friends get started. And so if you want to see more about the income potential with Isagenix, I'll be here same time next week on the same Zoom link. So go ahead and just reach out to, or leave a message in the comments or just type yes in the comments if you want me to send you a reminder about next week's call on how to share with people and get your products paid for. Other than that, thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in Team Everyday Fit soon and helping everybody get started. Good night, guys.